What if you were swallowed by an anaconda? Being swallowed by a snake is the stuff of nightmares and movies. Or is it? Well, apparently not. There are plenty of examples of people being eaten whole by huge, slithering creatures, and one person who tried to get a snake to eat him intentionally. With this in mind, we have a pretty good idea what would happen if you were swallowed by a giant snake, and it doesn't end well. Let's look at what would happen if you were swallowed by an anaconda. Before we look at this, a quick reminder to give this video a thumbs up if you're enjoying it, and also to subscribe to Brain Impact for more videos just like this one. In recent years, there have been stories reporting on people being eaten by giant pythons. Watiba, 54, from Indonesia, went missing in her home province in 2018. Her sandals and machete were found first, then a python 30 meters away. When locals cut open the 7-meter-long beast, she was found inside. It doesn't take a genius to work out that she didn't make it out alive. Not only would this have been miraculous, but also would go against how snakes eat their massive prey. They constrict around their victim, suffocating it to make it lifeless, as this makes swallowing it whole a much easier task than if they were wriggling around. We can only assume that this was the unfortunate fate of our Indonesian victim. Snakes don't tend to hunt humans for a couple of reasons. First, snakes are incredibly sensitive to vibrations. We cause a lot of these, either by our footsteps, vehicles, and also create plenty of noise and heat from lamps in settlements where giant snakes are more common, just like Indonesia. A snake's first instinct is to be scared rather than go on the hunt for us. But assuming that a python or anaconda did fancy the taste of a Homo sapien, we've got one very unappetizing feature: our shoulder blades. These are so wide that even a giant snake can't squeeze them down through its body. They first need to crush these to make us more palatable, but for a snake, this kind of effort is usually not worth the calories. On the very rare occasions that an optimistic snake feels that this is worth the effort, its method for consuming us as well as huge prey like cows and pigs lies in its jaw. These are incredibly powerful and split into 4 malleable pieces tied together with elastic ligaments. This allows the snake to get its opening around large victims far greater than the apparent size of the snake itself. So, if an anaconda uses the squeeze and swallow technique on us, what would happen next? Well, you'd definitely be dead from the squeeze already, but assuming you were still alive, then you're going to drown from the wave of saliva the snake needs to produce to get you down into its belly. If you're incredibly lucky and you're still alive, then you're going to die from suffocation due to lack of air in the tightly constricted belly of the beast. After this, then acidic digestive enzymes would do their stuff. So if by some miracle you've survived crushing, drowning, and suffocation, then the acid is going to do what it does best and dissolve you. In 2014, naturalist Paul Rosalie attempted a stunt where he claimed he was going to be eaten alive by an anaconda. He didn't get too far into the stunt, after which the snake already had its jaw over part of his head, as well as a grip on his arm, before he needed to call his team in for fear of his arm being broken. Although this disappointed the public expecting him to truly be eaten alive, it did demonstrate the techniques an anaconda would use to get its human prey into a state where it would devour its victim whole. So this is what would happen if you were swallowed by an anaconda. It's not something we would recommend unless, of course, you relish the possibility of having bones broken, being devoured whole, and slowly dissolving inside the body of a constricting beast. What do you think about the prospect of being eaten by a giant snake? Could you survive an encounter with an anaconda? Let us know in the comments, and please like this video if you've enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos like this one, then subscribe to Brain Impact for more. Thanks for watching.